Ik eich sa tínis de go dúhan go na tí hatí adi ach tú ik é sa wús canach ú tú adi ya yagi. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. And I feel good that we're meeting again. It's been a couple weeks. We took 2 weeks off for canoe journey and celebration. And we're a small group today, but we'll record for people who aren't able to make it and pick up where we left off. Dech yagi, ayaya yagi, at gadechit disi, yuduasa kuyadis, jenkat katleik yawichi. It's Tuesday, second day of the week, June 11th. So, a couple of announcements for today. Welcome back. We have 4 weeks left of class. So, as we were just talking about, we're extending class by a week since I took a week off for canoe journey. And now our last class will be Wednesday, July 3rd. So, class will continue to be Tuesday and Thursday until that last week. We'll do Monday and Wednesday, July 1st and July 3rd, and I'll update you guys as we get closer to it. But yeah, we have 4 weeks left. I have major goals for you guys, and I'll continue to listen to your goals and we'll incorporate them. But we have a new month. A new month started since we last met, and this is the month name. Go ahead and repeat after me. At gadechit disi. And this is similar to last month's name, but this is birth moon, is how you would say this. Atgadechitisi. I included the month of May just for comparison because the months of May and June have pretty similar names in Tlingit. So May, by comparison, go ahead and repeat this after me. Atgadechit yanadisi. This is the month before giving birth or before breeding. And that's the month of May. June is really similar. Atgadechit disi. And it means birth moon when animals give birth or breed. Other month names that are known about in Tlingit are Chawak disi or Tlechawak disi, shedding moon when animals shed their winter coats. In this class, we'll use Atgadechitisi for June. I wanted to start with a discussion. I know there's just a few of us here today, but since we took 2 weeks off for canoe journey and celebration, I think we should talk about it. Kua and I started to talk about it before we started class. Um, this is a picture of the twins who were our speakers for our canoe. They're up on the bow getting ready to recite the Tlingit protocol for coming ashore, asking permission to come ashore, introducing ourselves, and saying our intentions. And then in the background, you can see all the people who showed up for the landing ceremony at Anchkaltsu or Akrek. Um, Kua, you were there. Does anyone want to talk about open discussion, thoughts, comments, feelings about it all?
I unfortunately missed the canoe landing, but the rest of celebration was fantastic, and definitely plan on going again for sure.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, it was good to see you. I saw you in person there for the first time.
Yeah, good to meet you as well.
Some of the things I was thinking about overall impressions, favorite moments, challenges, language use, goals for next time. One of the things I thought about was this is the second time that I was able to participate in Canoe Journey. And last time people asked me to mentor a young person to do the protocol. And so I came prepared this time, assuming that they're going to ask me again. And then I volunteered and I got to mentor two young people to recite our landing protocol. And so thinking about that, I was like, well, why does it just have to be two people? Maybe it would be good if everyone on the canoe knows. Um, so I think next one of my goals for next time is maybe offer to get together with the crew before canoe journey so they don't have to just learn it while we're paddling underway. Uh, and it can be everybody. Anyone else had any like goals for next time or anything else you wanted to share about celebration?
I attended the OCREC, and I really appreciated the you explaining what was going on ahead of time. Um, I really liked how on land they were beating the drum and they were singing, and when you guys came around the corner, it just progressively got louder. And then when you guys stayed in the canoe, and then each person had a representative to stand up and introduce themselves and this and that. Oh, it was so moving, and just to watch each boat introduce themselves and just the song and the drum, it just took me back to thinking about our ancestors and when you know when they came to potlatches, and maybe that's how their protocol went. I also liked afterwards when everybody got out of the canoe and then the guys just started dancing and the drum was getting louder, moving. It was very moving. I really appreciated that, and how the clouds just opened up just right timing so the sunshine couldn't come in. And then when you guys were done, it torrential rained
I
afterwards. It was like
know.
perfect. It was like it was meant for you guys to have.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was fun. I felt the same way. It's funny that in this picture, it's all sunny and bluebird skies. Because, yeah, right after this, it got so wet and cold, and the next day was really stormy. And I just kept thinking about that, like, oh, I'm so glad we came in yesterday and not today, because the next day was really stormy. Oh, yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for
sorry
sharing.
about that. Yep, sorry about that. It was. Thank you for telling us about it ahead of time. It was very helpful, and I really appreciated that. Helped me understand what was going on, um, and it was just very exciting experience. And I would love to do that.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, you froze a little bit there, but you
It's
came back.
expensive. Was expensive to attend there. Hotels are expensive, but it was worth it.
Yeah, in Juneau. Yeah, it's hard to find housing too. Everyone goes there for celebrations, so it's hard to find a place to stay too. Goodness cheese. Goodness cheese hi inky niki. Thanks for sharing with us. I was super proud of, yeah, all the people speaking Tlingit. The first time I did this, I remember coming to the landing ceremony and seeing all the people and being so nervous. But this time I felt more calm. I just felt joy. And it's like you said, it was a big party when we got to the beach. Goodness cheese, Johan. So, I'm gonna switch it up today. We've been doing a lot of, in our last time we met, we were talking about what are you eating and what are you sipping on. And we'll continue there, but instead of reviewing all the vocab, I'm going to start to make space for new vocabulary for us to learn. Um, so, just a quick review of this short dialogue. What are you eating? What are you sipping? Go ahead and repeat this first line after me. Da sa'icha. Mm. And then I'm eating coho tuk chacha.
Haha.
Soup.
Ah. And then what are you sipping? This is for hot liquids. Repeat after me. Dasa ishuk.
Dasa iku.
Dasa iku.
Ah. And then I'm sipping on soup. Tahini chashuk.
Tahini chashu.
Tahini.
Okay. Your
That's
pronunciation's
tricky.
yeah, this one has a couple of underlined X's. To me, this word for sipping almost sounds like the sound you make when you're sipping a hot liquid with the shuk. Um, when you're going from what are you sipping to I'm sipping, it goes I shuk to cha shuk. So let's just do this last word. I am sipping. Repeat after me. Cha shuk. Uh-huh. And then the word for soup, tahini.
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 Good. And then the whole line, I'm sipping soup. Tahini chashuk.
Tahini chashu.
Tahini.
Mm-hmm. It sound good. Vocab review, like I mentioned, we're just going to do hot liquids this time, not all the other ones. And we'll start a new chapter for our last 4 weeks on new vocabulary after this. So go ahead and repeat after me. Tahini.
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 Chayu.
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 Kahwe.
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 And again, tahini.
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 Chayu.
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 Kahwe.
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 Okay, and one last time. Tahini.
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 Chayu.
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 Kahwe.
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 By the way, that chayu you brought me, kuwa, is so good. That orange
Oh,
spice.
good.
Yeah.
Have you had that before? That Seattle
Mm,
spice?
I never had it before. I'm obsessed with it.
Okay. You can get it at Bartell's in Seattle or at the Pikes Market. There's a special tea shop right in Pikes Market next to where they throw the fish.
Oh, okay. Goodness, geez. So new vocabulary, like I talked about, we're going to talk about feelings. So far, we've practiced a dialogue, and the only response we practice for how are you feeling is "Keshwasa," which is I'm fine. But we need to talk about other feelings so you can express yourselves when you're not fine or when you need something. So I put together 4 options to start with just for us to get started. And then we're going to do an open exploration, let you pick some other feelings and responses that you want to practice and memorize. So, first one we've seen before. Please repeat after me for I'm fine. Tleshwasa.
Kekwasa.
Wasa.
Ah. And then if you want to say I'm feeling fine, talking about achtu, my feelings or my spirit is good. Repeat after me, number 2. Achtu yake.
Aktuwu yake.
Ah. If you're feeling sad, another interpretation of this is that my feelings are sick. This word yanuk means sick, but it's translated as I'm sad. So please repeat after me. Number 3, achtuwu yanuk.
Aktuwu yani.
Ah, I'm feeling sad or my feelings are sick. Um, Last one, I'm feeling brave or strong. Number 4, repeat after me. Achtuwu litzin.
Ach, tuwuk shitsin.
Uh, when we talk about ourselves in Tlingit language and Tlingit culture, we avoid bragging or boasting. But one way that I would use this last phrase, "Ach, tu litzin," I'm feeling brave or strong, is if an elder shares some words of encouragement with our class or with a group of people I'm with, or anybody, a teacher, anyone. I try to memorize this phrase and for my response so that when I thank them for their words, I can tell them, because of your words, I'm feeling brave or strong. So let's practice this one again. Repeat after me, line 4. Ach tuwu litzin.
Ach, tuwuk shitsin.
Okay. So yeah, just a cultural note. This would be like an appropriate response for somebody who's encouraging you. Let them know that because of their words, you're feeling brave. Um, I want to take you through some other options and we'll pick 4 to memorize. But we're going to look at the phrase book Lingit Class, pages 27 to 31. And you can let me know which ones you want to work on. So here we are in Lingit Class. I'm going to zoom out. I'll just keep it zoomed in. We'll go to the top. We'll practice a few of these, and then at the end you can let me know which ones you want to work on. So we already did I'm feeling fine. I pulled that for one of our 4. The next one, I'm feeling happy. Repeat after me. Ach tuwu sigu.
Ach, tuwuk sigu.
Uh, I'm pleased with it. Repeat after me. Ach tuwu ashike.
Ach, tuwu ashike.
Yeah, this one's new to me, so I'm not sure the conversational context I would use that in. I haven't heard an elder use it before. Now that I'm seeing it, I'm going to keep my ear out for when would be an appropriate time to use that. This one I've heard a lot from elders and teachers that want to encourage us. I'm proud. Repeat after me. Ach tuwuk liqay.
Ach, tuwuk ligay.
Uh, and then they also included the cake dialect, which tends to turn the A sound to an E sound. So instead of qi, it would be qi. So let's pronounce it in their dialect. This next line. Ach tuwuk liqi.
Ach, tuwuk ligay.
Uh, along the line of feeling proud, if you're really feeling proud of someone and you want to be able to express that to them, this line, I'm so proud of you. I hear it a lot because I'm surrounded by mentors who are really encouraging. This one's long. I'm going to say the whole thing and do your best to repeat after me, and then we'll break it down. But don't stress, just have fun with it and try. So the whole line, repeat after me. Tlechwasa ach tuwuk liqay ikach.
Plechwasa ach, tuwuk ligay eka.
Good. Good job. This first word, tlach, is a little bit different from tlech. Tlach means like so much. So this first 3 words, tlachwasa, is like how very so much I'm proud of you. So start with the first 3 words, repeat after me. Tlachwasa.
Plechwasa
And then the next 3 words, ach tuwuk liqay.
tuwuk ligay.
This part, ach tuwuk liqay, means I'm proud. And then this last part, of you, is, repeat after me, ikach.
Eka.
Yeah. Um, any other ones that are jumping out at you that you want to practice? I'll scroll through and just shout out when you see something you want to practice. There's a lot in here.
I don't have any money.
This
It's like, oh, is that under the relative subtitle? Relatives.
I
I don't have any money. You
I
can't borrow
know.
any more money.
This one's handy when you got young kids running through asking for money or when it's time to pay for gas.
Uh, who's got the cash?
Yeah, right here. Let's do these ones just for fun. I don't have any money. Repeat after me. Tlechtana achji.
Triftana achdi.
Dana achti.
Yeah. Um, just a note, this word dana, I used to think it was an anglicized version of dollar, but it's actually the traditional Tlingit word for silver. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's, during colonization, silver dollars were still used, and um, that's what got used for money in general, dana. But yeah, I used to think it was dollar in Tlingit, but it's the word for silver. And then yeah, that's fun. Okay, so we'll come back to this, but I actually pulled a few more of these lines around being sad and lonesome. And it's not to be negative or anything, but I wanted to make a conversation, and I happened to see uh, four lines that had to do with being sad and lonely, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a dialogue out of these. So for our first conversation practice for other feelings, we're going to talk about being sad, and then we can make others that are around being hungry or thirsty or whatever we want. So let's practice these ones. This is a short dialogue I made. Go ahead and repeat after me these lines. The first one is wa sa iati.
Wasa iati.
And then the next line is I'm sad. Repeat after me. Ach tu yanik.
Ach tuwu yanig.
Good. Response. So the first person says two lines. First one is, "Oh, my precious thing." Repeat after me. Achadi.
Achadi.
And then they ask, "Why are you so sad?" Wanach sawe yanig.
Wanach sawe tuwu yanig.
Good. And then they say, "Well, I'm lonesome." Chatu latish.
Chatwu shitish.
Uh,
Is useful for trying to cover Hank Williams in Tlingit.
Hank Williams, the country singer.
I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Oh yeah. I used to listen to Hank Williams a lot when I worked on tugboats because one of our captains had a lot of country music. And I like Hank Williams.
Someone was covering Hank Williams at, oh, which bar was that? Some bar on Thursday in Juneau.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I'm sad I missed a lot of the nighttime events, but I was so tired after Canoe Journey that I just basically went to bed at 9 every night. So yeah, they say I'm lonesome. And then you can show empathy by saying this word, repeat it after me. Ishan.
Ishan.
So, Kua says she's gonna stay muted because there's some background noise, but you and I can practice this dialogue. I'll be person A and you be person B, Derek. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Wa sa iyati
Ach tu yanikwa.
akhadi wa nakhsawa itu yaniku
Khatul Sitish.
ishan. Uh, Good. All right, let's switch roles. You be person A and I'll be person B.
Wasa Iati.
Ach tu yaniku
Ach Ade. Wanak Sawe Itu Yanik.
khatu shatish.
Ishan.
Good enough tish. Good. So yeah, I made this dialogue just by looking at the phrase book, and you can kind of piece together dialogues this way just to practice. So I took this one, too unique, and then I looked for something else. Why are you so sad? You can find phrases that are responses to the things that are said before and string them
Real quick,
together.
it looks like there's a question for you in the chat.
Oh, goodness, geez. Okay, Vicky. Anna, you are a co-host. You can stop the recording and end the session. I have to go. Yeah, Vicky. I'm good. Good luck with your dad. I have the recording, so I'll just email it to you. Ishan. Okay. Anyway, that's the dialogue. And then I made a version with pictures. I don't know if these go. So the first one is, how are you? And then the response is, I feel sad. So I put a picture of a crying face. So I'll do the top line and you do the bottom line. Wa sa iati.
My is there a way you can zoom out a little bit? The frame around my zoom cuts off the bottom word. There you go.
Yeah,
Ach tu Yanik.
good. Achadi. Wa nakhsawe tu yaniku.
Khatul Sitish.
Ishan.
Gunashish.
Ah. So just going from memory using the pictures. What did I ask here with wa sa iati? What does that mean in English?
How are you feeling?
Yeah. And then what does this response mean? Ach tu yaniku.
My spirit is sick.
Ah. Do you remember these ones? Achadi.
Like something like sympathetic expressing.
Yeah. It's like, oh my precious or something. And then what about this one? Wa nakhsawe tu yaniku.
I don't remember the next two off the top of my head.
That's okay. This one, we haven't gone over this yet. We've started to do some of the question types. This is a question that means why. One. So repeat this after me. Wanach sawa.
Wanach sawa.
Yeah, yeah. It means why is that? And then this itu unique, your spirit is sick. Why is that your spirit is sick? And then this one. Remember this one? Khatwilatish.
No, I don't remember that one either. Sorry.
That's okay. This one's I'm lonesome. I put a little picture of a person alone on the dock, but I don't know if that really captures the feeling of loneliness. And then Ishan, poor, and thank you. Um, we'll continue with feelings next Thursday for our next class. Um, but since we just had celebration, I kind of want to switch gears and show you this transcription project. We'll continue on with sipping hot liquids and things like that afterwards, but I was just thinking about celebration and I wanted to make a habit of working on this recording with you. So we're gonna look at a video of this speaker, Neishio Dashid, and her English name is Antonia Jack. She's from Atlin, and her Lingit name is Neishio Dashid. She's co-Cretan, and this is a video I found a while back from Celebration in 1988. So we're gonna watch it and then I'll take you through how I transcribe using the software Elon. I'll talk a little bit about that. But since we all just came from Celebration, we've gotten to see a little bit more of language context, the way people go up on stage, introduce themselves, introduce their dance group and the song that they're about to perform. And you always hear people saying that back in the 80s and in the early 90s, you'd always get these really good speakers up on stage who were born and raised speaking Tlingit. So we're just really lucky to have those recordings and be able to watch them. And I really like the way Neishio Dashid introduces herself. So I'll put this video in the chat. And we'll watch it, and I'll take you through how I do transcription for the last few moments of class. But here it is in the chat. This is the link to the video if you want to study it outside of class. And then I'm just gonna hit play, and we'll watch her introduction. She starts speaking at 3:15. So I'm going to fast forward it to there. All right, here we go.
I am Mrs. Antonia Jack. Lingit enach kwawe Neishio Dashid yowa khatdua sak. Jige washi achin taku Jack Atlandach. Who do seek away Hatiati? Jigay do seek. Ach isho attack who Jack you do a sock. Chief Satin. You Atlant. Hatlach shuk anach. Tlach shuk anach hayayeti at Hwagut. Ach naqstakat at kaudua at klena khato atl ke khatiati wana so on de nach tuuni ses ach naq akwa at kha ittak khaguti awaqtuati aqawata so has to khant khagut klena khadawa kar akhtihu khasiqhu tes you atl dak utlayuska gwede Skagway da kawahan da tlaso ay khwagut at la khwasa yak tu yak e yak khuya khati yaki you dak ka aya hayati you dak ka lingit khasiti kawasa khasitina ya khawkatu ak has she's carcass out the has costi our klawasa hasitina ya hawa katu akhutu ti that the atago ya shuna hish ach sig sanat ki orduasak. Hawasak siya ketudi siya tu inskakasnik ach atawa du in akaklani ach inskasnik nich. Awat akatias latin hot atet atak at shuk. Yan skakasnik awa katawsika atli heyu dakaka. Ye awak tuasiku merit khatusti khat. Ak achlis ko haswasa mer wusti khajidus ade. Ayahawak tuasiku atu ate atak at kanutst. Akaoye aksikha. Tlach wanach sakshegi tlash uchal katlachinitski. Dadi sakshegi I in kachanikki. Idat ko ayitlashi sikua dawa gushiwaku gaya jina sawak jidak kaiti. Ayahawak kwaak. At hahuj ayawak sik tlachkik awayeti. Yesu kwaak itlawasa katlitin ayah. Diskuduku au yut at deer skin awadu jis kwaak hatlak. Tlach yek flike ach sik. Utladonaka awayan kwaak hawatlak. You white horse awak takhes. You do sak tlachtua usko awustin it lutlake. Tlahuko agwaltech Sunday awayo atlan de uyach. Da so took owl hedekeshu do a hit anachne luji slipti our mer goksati. Atli, guess what? You are Hadasawa. I lost 16 pounds, you are. What's like it's a woosh da kahwar, just yes, so yek the girl at data. Jaada jakaskat in a hawak to yik dua ach. Jaada twee kan hash what luck. Yan haka away from now on. Don't go on diet again. Church, are you wedding it? That's how you can go on diet. Aye, our tuasiku he in Kahanike are there. Lingit Class katu akye. As you a cut dog or good day, she away jis cake pashi.
Okay, that was fun.
A couple minutes before her English joke, I've noticed the people in the background were laughing. Was there a joke in Tlingit in there earlier as well?
Yeah, she has a couple jokes. I got distracted on the first one when I read that. I saw that we had a message from Vicky and I read it in English and then it kind of threw me off. I was following until then. Uh, but we'll work on it and try to see if we can get the meaning of both of her jokes. But it's a lot longer than I thought. It's 5 minutes, so I don't know why my transcription is only 44 seconds, but I guess we'll just start there. Let me show you this software. And it's gonna seem a little bit like I'm jumping around, but what I want to show you is how you as a learner can take a video like this and start transcribing it phrase for phrase to the best of your ability using this software. And the software is called Elan. It's free, which is why I like it. And a lot of people working in Tlingit language use this. And basically what I did was asked a friend to download this video for me. And then once I had the MP4 file, I uploaded it into Elon. Once you upload it into Elon, you can start transcribing it in Lingit and then translating it into English. And basically, what you're doing here, I'm going to fast forward to where we start speaking. Um, Basically, what you're doing here is making a subtitle track. Where is it? Option. One sec. And so I started with the first 6 lines when she introduces herself.
Lingit enach kwa awe. Nesu the sheet yo hot do a sock.
And then you can go line by line and write in the words. Next one.
Jige. Washi achin taku jack. Atlandach.
So she's introducing herself, and then basically she tells a story, and it leads into her introducing the song. And then at the very last thing she says in Tlingit is, "We're gonna sing this song for you guys." Yeah. Any questions so far? The reason I want to start showing this software, Elon, is that when you get into advanced Tlingit or intermediate Tlingit, you can start transcribing to improve your own fluency. But what tends to happen is that trainings on how to use the transcription software they take a long time because they got to find someone who's comfortable enough to teach a workshop on it. And then the audience or the students tend to get overwhelmed because it's a lot of software to introduce in a short amount of time. So like when we were learning, we had an hour-long class, and we had it, but it was a lot to take in. After it was over, we were like, how did you do that? So I spent a lot of time on Google. But anyway, I want to prepare you guys, even if you don't see yourselves becoming future transcribers, to at least be familiar with the software. So I'll just kind of use it in front of you. And then as you have questions, you can let me know. But yeah, basics are you upload a video file or an audio file, and then the next thing you do is segment all the places where people are talking. So you can go in different modes under the options tab. If I go into segmentation mode,
Atlandach.
I can see where I've already segmented. For example, where she says Atlendach, I made this segment. I started it and stopped it so that that's the period where I'm going to be typing in what she says. So I just picked one phrase.
Atlandach.
And then I typed in what she said. So that's the utterance. And then there's also going to be a tier for translation. If you go into annotation mode, if we go to that same line, Atlendach, there should be a copy. Anyway, for this one, we have the Lingit.
Jige. Washi achin taku jack.
So that's where she said Jike Gwahi Achjin Takujak. And then I translated it down below. Jike, maybe you all have heard of Takujak.
Jige. Washi achin taku jack.
And then she says Atlendach for from Atlin. So let's keep going. For the next class, I'll copy these segments down so we can translate. But let's keep going with this.
Atlandak. Who do seek away Hatiaki? Chike do seek. Ach isho attack who jack you do a sock. Chief Satine.
So now we're at this segment where she says something and I marked it. I marked that this is where she talks, but I didn't write what she said. So now I need to go into annotation mode and just double click it and type in what I heard. And so as you're learning, just do your best for your first go through, and then you'll start looking up words to check your spelling, to look up for, to see if what you heard is even a word. I'll take you through that process with me. So she says, so she's talking about her dad, and then she says, and I'll put it in quotes because she says this part in English, and then she says this part in Tlingit. And I'll play it again.
Chief Satine.
So she says, Chief Satine, and that means he used to be a chief. Okay, good. Cool. I see your comment. That's a cool process of transcript writing. So I'll keep going with this.
You Atlant.
This next one, she's saying he used to be a chief over there in Atlan. So again, these parts I understand, but when we get to a section where I don't understand, then you'll be able to relate to me in that, like, I'm just typing what I'm thinking I'm hearing. I'm gonna go back and look things up. So she says, you Atlan. And I'm gonna put this in quotes for Atlan because she's using the English pronunciation of the place name Atlan. Atlan comes from a Tlingit word Atlan, big lake. It's anglicized to Atlan, and I'm putting quotes because anytime she uses an English word or English pronunciation, I'm putting that section in quotes. And then she uses this suffix in Tlingit, the pinched X, to mean at that place. So way over there in Atlan. You Atlan. So I'll play it again.
You Atlant.
Pretty subtle, but you hear her use the pinched X at the end to mean over there in Atlan.
Hatlach Shukanach.
Okay. Again, I'm just filling in the segments with my initial understanding. The software can be a little temperamental. It is a free transcription software, which is great, but it's not without its bugs. So that's why I'm maniacally clicking on this segment. It's supposed to do this the first time you double click it, which is give you a cursor and space to write. And so she says, Hatlach Shukanach. And so again, this is just my initial what I'm hearing, but I'm gonna put a question mark because I need to go back and look things up. She may have said something else here, but I'm gonna play it again and start here as my starting point.
Hatlach Shukanach.
So in the beginning, how something, and she's gonna talk about themselves. Let's see what she says next.
Shukanach Hayayeti Atwagut.
Okay, so this one's long, and I'm gonna type in from memory the best I can. Shukanach Hayayeti, and then this is just a total stab in the dark because I can't really remember what she said. I'm gonna play it again and then compare it to what I wrote. The name to answer your question of the transcription software is Elon, and I'll type it in the chat. If folks want to download this to start experimenting with it, let me show you quickly before we go where you can download it. So I'm going to save my project, and we'll continue to work on this for the end for probably 10 or 15 minutes each class. Okay. And I'll keep it open for you guys. But if you want to download the software, I think it would be good for you guys. You can just Google Elon transcription software, and you're gonna go to this link under the language archive. It's right here. So I'll click it, and then I'll put this link in the chat for y'all. Do copy. I'll put this in here. Okay, that link is in the chat, and what you'll download is right here under download. There are a lot of YouTube videos about how to use this software. A lot of people use it, like some of the instructional videos I watched were by people who work in the news, transcribing in different languages. Depending on what software you're using on your computer, what kind of computer you have. I'm on a Mac, so I use Elon 6.8 under Mac OS. There's some specifications here for people depending on your specific hardware. Go with the top link if you're in Windows. Same with Mac. Go with the top link. Yeah. Anyway, I recommend downloading it, and then you can start experimenting, uploading audio recordings and files and videos. It's a good study tool. When I started off doing transcription, I would just find the video on YouTube and then open up like a Google Doc and open it up on the side. But I think it'd be good for you guys to start learning how to use Elon. Okay. I'm gonna stop there since the end of class. Do you guys have any questions or comments for me before we go?
No, I just wanted to say it was really nice to hear. There was a couple people who were doing the introductions to the dance groups, and they did big long Tlingit only monologues, no translation, and that was pretty nice. Hune was one, and I think it was actually the Atlin speaker this time as well that did a pretty long speech in Tlingit before they started dancing.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you happen to see the TCLL dancers in the Elizabeth Peradovich Hall on the second to the last day?
Yeah, I did see them.
Yeah, so Nakish gave a really long speech too, all in Tlingit, and he did a good job. I was watching the elders in the crowd and their responses, and they were all responding to him, thanking him, nodding their approval. But Nakish Hans Chester is one of the teachers for the TCLL program in Juneau, and he just does an incredible job. But yeah, I was thinking when he was speaking that I was like, man, it's almost like in the old way. He's following the proper protocol, acknowledging clans, and he did a good job.
And we went there expecting it to be, we didn't know it was going to be, me and my parents, we didn't know it was going to be a dance group for the TCLL. We thought it would be a little workshopper class on culture and language, but it was a pleasant surprise anyway.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, all the students who are in that Tlingit culture and language, or it's teaching culture and language through literacy. I think it's what TCLL stands for, or Tlingit language. But all the students who are in that program have a dance group. Cool, you guys. Well, it's 1 o'clock. It looks like Kua has left the dock. You're on a boat now. I love it. Uh, I'll see you guys on Thursday and have a lovely rest of your day.
You know, sheesh.